Hello and welcome to Weird World Weekly, a production of Galactic Netcasts. I'm Dave Nelson, and this is Matt Stein. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Dave.
You know, I always do the intro a little bit weird. I thought that I would do it straightforward this time because that doing it straightforward is doing it weird, right? Because I always do it weird, so doing it straightforward it's like bringing it back old school.
We just want everyone to know that we were weird before it was cool to be weird.
Yeah, we're weird hipsters.
We are weird hipsters. I am wearing a beanie, not for fashion's sake, but because I haven't showered yet today.
And do you want to explain the beanie? What is that?
Oh, it is a hat for a professional sports organization in which I support called the Chelsea Football Club, located in London. They play soccer or football or kickball, as some people like to call it. And they're currently the number one team in Europe, so suck it, everybody else.
So you're more into football, European football, than you are any other like sport, right?
Absolutely. I played soccer. I actually still play. I took like 10 years off when we were doing band stuff more, but I played all grade school, high school, and now I play adult leagues.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And hey, since you're showing things off, why don't you show off the thing that you showed me?
Oh, I got a book from a very good friend of mine. It is a journal, and for people not watching the video, it simply says "People to Kill" on it. And it's just an empty book.
So you start writing down people that you want to kill.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can't take it to work and use it. I can't take it out in public. So it just kind of sits here. It's empty.
That's great. That's awesome. I would like one of those.
That's funny as shit. If I find one, Dave, I'll buy you one, and then pay $9,000 to ship it to a different country.
You mentioned that if you're not watching, you can actually watch our episodes on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/Galactic Netcasts. Also, before we begin, I have to mention our mega feed. You can subscribe to this show individually. That's fine. But we also have the Galactic Netcast mega feed, which has a lot more stuff in it than it used to have. We have these things called Galactic Net Bites, which are basically small mini podcasts. And we pretty much got one every day of the week now. We've got a comic book related one. We have a video game related one. And we have a Doctor Who and a science related net bite. So if you want to subscribe to the mega feed, don't worry, you'll get this show along with a whole bunch of other stuff that you can discover. We do the science fiction podcast. We do the alien podcast. We do the board gaming. Sounds like we have a lot going on, Matt.
Yeah, we're all pretty busy, I guess.
Seems that way. So check it out. The Galactic Netcast mega feed is on our website, galacticnetcast.com. Just click on subscribe, and you'll be set. All right, so let's get going with the weird. Every week on this podcast, we talk about things from paranormal, mythological, conspiratorial, or anything else that fits the strangeness category. And how do we figure out what story to cover every week?
We spin the Weird World Weekly Wheel of Wacky, Wallowing Weirdness webisode.
Okay. I think that's the longest that name has become. I think that's
I thought it through a little more, and there was more coffee-induced names. I'm going to stop talking.
Okay. On the wheel this time, we have Mysteries from the Emerald Isle. We have CNN reporters attacked by ghosts live on the air, movie sets that came with a ghost, the Dyatlov Pass incident, and documents from whistleblower show that CIA was responsible for the 2001 anthrax attacks. So whatever the wheel lands on is the story that we talk about. So let's spin it. Matt, you do the honors this time.
Yay.
All right. Feel the wind coming off that wheel. That feels good. All right. What's it going to land on? It's all up to the wheel to decide. Oh, we're going to Ireland, Matt. Mysteries from the Emerald Isle. So here we
Always
go.
wanted to go to Ireland.
Oh, it's such a beautiful country. Let's start the clock. 15 minutes or less, guaranteed. So here we go. The country of Ireland is shrouded in mysteries. And we're about to reveal a few of those mysteries of the Emerald Isle. So this is from, what website is this from? From, our favorite, listverse.com. So there's more to this list, but I picked the stranger ones. There's some pretty average, ordinary mysteries on their list, but I picked the stuff that fits more into our show. So the first one is the Drumkeerug Dog Boy. I highly doubt that's how you pronounce it, but it's Drumkeeragh.
It might sound better if you were like a few drinks in. That might be why.
Yes, that's the problem. Yeah,
Yep.
Drinking, Irish. Yeah, you're right. And it's dog body, not dog boy. Excuse me.
Oh,
The very first dog body ever found was discovered in 1780, and we're not entirely sure what happened to it. We do have a description of it written by the Irish Countess Maria before it was reburied somewhere else. In her writings about the body, she suspected the corpse had something to do with some sort of druidic ceremony, although exactly why she thought that has long been lost. Today, archaeologists are guessing that the body might have been much more recent than she suspected, perhaps dating to after the medieval period. So it doesn't really describe exactly what it is, just a dog body or bog. Wait a second. Yeah, it's not. It went from dog to dog body to bog body. I don't know what a bog body is. Do you want to look that up real quick?
yeah. I assumed that you were correct, and I did not correct you when you were saying dog body. Bog body is a human cadaver that has been naturally mummified in a peat bog.
Oh, okay, like a bog. I get it. All right. Still weird.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Not as
not
weird as
normal.
dog boy or dog body, but bog will work, I guess. Okay, so the next one on this list is the Round Towers. The Round Towers, Matt. So they are tall, slender towers, usually with a wooden door at the bottom and a conical roof with a window or two, are incredibly common across the country, but we have no idea where they came from or the purpose of their original design.
That's strange.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. So they're spread out across the Emerald Isle, across Ireland, and we don't know why they were put up in the first place. To be exact, there are 65 scattered around the country. The best guess that archaeologists have been able to make as to when they were built is sometime between 80, 600, and 900. There are a number of different theories as to what they are used for or they were used for. Some have suggested they were simply belfries or watchtowers, while others have suggested a more religious use for them. Some believe they were used for keeping a sacred fire burning, but some claim they're more Christian in origin. Even these claimants suggest that a likely use for them might have been the keeping of sacred books or relics, or that they were used as beacons or signaling towers to communicate with other areas or others in the area. So I could totally see that, like, before the, invention of any kind of communication systems, like, I don't know, the telegram or the telephone, or, it had to communicate with other areas of the country, right? So you set up a series of towers and you like have a a light source of some kind, you could totally communicate from one to the other, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of the concept of Morse code, just using light instead of sound.
That's how ships used to communicate with each other. That
Hmm.
whole the spotlight with the metal thing that you would move
Hmm.
to Morse code. Yeah, exactly. So, but I kind of like the idea of a place to keep religious documents and that kind of thing. That's a neat concept as well. All right. According to a theory by American Philip Callahan, the towers may have been constructed to collect magnetic energy and focus it into a specific area. He says that his theory is supported by the idea that all of the towers seem to be built with materials like red sandstone and limestone, which were materials known for being able to harness and focus energies. Regardless of whether or not magnetic energy has anything to do with it, the idea of the delicate, narrow towers being used for any kind of defense besides being a watchtower does seem unlikely. That's cool. I like that. Is there anything
The,
similar to that in North America, like the prehistoric North America, that you can think of?
that is not off the top of my head.
Wasn't there like some like long, really long walls that were supposedly put up in North America that have since been buried? I seem to remember hearing about that. Or
Nothing I'm familiar with, or I just can't think of it. I think you're thinking of the Great Wall of China, though.
no, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure that
I'm
there's.
just kidding, Dave.
I could have swore I watched a documentary about these hidden walls that one time were not hidden. They've since been buried, and there's a theory behind them as well. So maybe I should look into that and have it as a subject for a future episode of Weird World Weekly.
Yeah, I had never heard that. So maybe you're drunk.
It's possible as well. All right, so our final mystery from the Emerald Isle is Ireland's mysteriously appearing and disappearing lakes. This is cool. Occurring only in Ireland, the Turlough is a seasonal lake that disappears in the summer and reappears in the wetter winter months. Most of them are in the western part of the country where a layer of limestone, a lot of limestone going on there in Ireland, often prevents drainage from happening as well as it normally would. Lakes appear seemingly overnight, collecting in depressions in the land after even a single strong rain shower. Turloughs often happen in the same places, but that's not a steadfast rule. They're so unpredictable that it's next to impossible to tell how long it's going to be for one to appear or disappear and just how it's draining. Because much of the open land in the West is used for grazing, the Turloughs are both a blessing and a curse. They're a blessing because they refertilize the land, and they're a curse because we just don't know where they're going to happen. So you could have your like herd of cows in a field somewhere that may just happen to be one of these turloughs. Just water all of a sudden appears overnight, and
Yeah,
there goes your cows.
that's weird.
Yeah. Hey, there's a reason why we're talking about it then.
Wow, I didn't even think about that when I said that.
So there you go. If you're looking for a trip to Ireland one day, check these out. Check out these three mysteries in Emerald Isle. I particularly would be interested in the towers. That'd be fun to
Mm-hmm.
travel to a few of these, and if they let you to walk up them, that would be pretty cool. All right. There you go. That's our subject this week. If you have feedback, please let us know. galacticnetcasts@gmail.com. You can call our voicemail number, which is 805-328-3966. And then we've got that really cool feature now on the website, galacticnetcasts.com, where you can record a voice message actually on the website. You should give that a try sometime, Matt. Maybe, just send us a message. You can maybe do it as a character.
Oh, I see. I see where you're going with this.
Just to be
Maybe
weird.
if you're lucky, someday it'll show up.
Okay, so galacticnetcasts.com is the place to do that. Of course, like we mentioned, we always mention on the show, please Subscribe to us. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, or anywhere else fine podcasts are available. We're free, so that's good. Anything else I forget to mention? The Galactic Collective. Join it by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And join that Facebook group. That's a fun place to be. All right, all right, Matt. That's it for this episode of Weird World Weekly. Until next time, what do you want to do?
Let's keep it weird, Dave.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
See ya.